Welcome back to yet another episode of the skill move tutorial series where I show you how, where and when to perform skill moves. Today we are learning the L Tornado. So without further ado, we're going to jump into the intro and then I'm going to break down this skill move for you guys and give you my rating on how good this is in FIFA 22.
Griezmann, 3 men around him to somehow find some space. Ronaldo, fantastic, opening the drive back.
He's made himself the tiniest bit of space.
Almost feels like a bit of a taunt. Didn't really go for it. Oh! The display there is absolutely ridiculous. The Elastico on the goal line. On the goal line, the finest.
We talked about AussieFIFA. He's not here to make up the numbers.
The L Tornado can be performed by holding in that L1 or LB button on Xbox and PS4 and then using the right analog stick to press once forwards and then once either side to where the player is facing, depending on which side you obviously want to do the L Tornado to. And basically the player will flick the ball up in the air so that you can either do a cross, do a shot, do a volley and whatnot. It's a very fancy skill move for you guys to perform. Is it something I would use in, game in, game out all the time? No, I wouldn't, but it's quite fancy, quite fun to perform, and yeah, I'm going to teach you guys where and when to use this skill move in the next segments. The best place to use this is just outside the 18-yard box, and the reason why for me is because you can use it to basically have a lovely shot into the top corner. After you do the El Tornado, you can perform it and then volley straight into the top corner and have a bit of fun with it. It just reminds me of the FIFA 19 days. Although that game gave me nightmares, the El Tornadoes and the Balassi Flits in particular, they were fun to use, especially with how good volleys were and long shot in FIFA 19. Is this as good though? No, it's not. FIFA 22, it's not as good in this game. Neither was it last year in FIFA 21, but it's still usable in my opinion. But I will leave that for the next segment of when to use it. The best time to use this, lads, is pretty much when you're in open space and you think, oh, I could fancy a long shot here. That's pretty much when you should use this skill move because, yeah, it's a bit of fun. You need to obviously be facing parallel to the goal, so to the side, for it to line up properly for a volley. But the best time is really when you have space and you go for a nice volley into the top corner. As I was saying, it's not as effective as previous years, in particular FIFA 19. It's not as effective this year, but it's still fun in my opinion. It's still usable for some long shots this year in FIFA 22, and yeah, I encourage you guys to have a bit of fun with this skill move. But that will signal the end of the episode. Lads, go and check me out on Instagram and TikTok. I'm doing tutorials over there. They're a nice snapshot of the tutorials I do over here, and I give more in-depth versions on the YouTube channel, but I give short snapshots on those other platforms, so be sure to go and check that out on those platforms. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. I'm out. Sayonara, au revoir, adios, and goodbye.